my goodness. Are we live? Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, your favorite country boy, all the way from exit 81, the Louisiana country boy, along with my co-host, the one, the only, the one, the only, the little diva. And you know what time it is? Oh, tell me, do you know? Do you know what time it is? Check the clock. Shout out to the Clockwork Band. It's time. It is time. It is time for the longest, consistently running live Monday night podcast. What is it? What is it you say? What is it you say? It's the real come. I had to stop because my child look. She about as bad as she wants to call me. And hey, look at here. And she probably like you were supposed to call me back because I supposed to been watching YouTube. It's the real conversation with a twist of humor. When the longest consistently running live Monday night podcast.
Why don't I hear you anymore? You're going really low.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. Probably because I moved the mic down. How about that? How's that? Is that good?
Yes, good.
All right. We are here. We are here. I'm here. You here. And the little diva is here. And we're about to do this thing. How we do this thing. Welcome, little diva.
Hey.
She sound like she done worked all weekend. Hey.
I know I was off all weekend, but I went back to work today. And I love it. I love that the days go by so fast, but you be doing so much during the day. Shoot, I be tired. I had 6 schools with my last job. I had 6 schools. I had to go to every school, and I wasn't this tired.
Lord.
You know what the difference is too? I don't have to go to work until I'll be working 8:30. I thought it was 9 for the longest, and they finally told me, no, you can be here 8:30. So it's 8:30 to 6. So that's like long hours.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm thinking that might be why I'm just a little tired.
Gotta get used to it.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, to be honest with you, country boy, I'm very blessed because I love it, and the people I work with are really, really cool. I still get nervous when they're cool, you know. Got a nice, when I say nice, she's firm and she's gonna follow the rules, but she's very respectful.
Right.
And it still scares you because I've had such a, that last mess, child. Child. You know, because you just don't know. You just don't know. But anyway, tonight, you said you didn't see what our topic was, but we talked about it yesterday.
I did. I was squinting my eyes some. It says, and I got to lean all the way over.
So we talked about. I just made
I'm telling you, just like I tell them, you got to remember. Look, I'm going to use this for my full advantage. You got to remember, I'm about to be 61.
That don't mean that age is just a number. Don't act like my mama. Don't act like I have to tell her all the time. I want to hear. You go out there and see Mr. Lee down there doing push-ups and flipping and going on. I don't want to hit that man damn near 80, if he's not 80, and he's still doing that. You can't tell me nothing.
You got to remind me because I be forgetting.
But don't have nothing to do with your age.
That's what it is. Why I forget?
No, don't have nothing to do with your age. Nope. That's what you
have. My co-host done left me. She done ran off on me, y'all. How she gonna dip me off on me? I hope
I realize I need some earrings on.
Your camera follow you everywhere you go.
I know. I do be forgetting sometimes. Sometimes he gets stuck. When I go too far, he be stuck. Like, where did you go? Where did you go? I'm so excited because I left my charm bracelet at James Avery to get. My kids bought me a charm that says "Daddy's Girl." Can't see it. And I finally got it put on, and they bought me that for Christmas. But then they cleaned it up and everything, so I went and picked it up yesterday. I'm so excited to have that. Because I don't want to say it's a lucky charm bracelet, but I just feel like without it, something's missing. So I'm glad to have it back.
Gotcha. Well,
but anyway, let's get on into our topic. Y'all country was out partying all weekend while I was at home.
I was not partying now. No, I was I?
You was partying. When I told you that was music in the background.
Hey, I I did party with my neighbors next door and ate good too.
And your family too.
And my
What is your
family too.
family?
Yes.
Oh, you're Red Nation family, whatever what they call.
A Red Nation. What is a Red Nation family?
What we finna say? Okay, so you gonna introduce? You gonna say a prayer? What we gonna do to get started?
I'm gonna hook up a prayer real quick. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Of course. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for watching over each and every one of us. Thank you for leading us and guiding us. I know some of us have fallen astray. Some of us have fallen off. We've done things that we shouldn't have done. But right now, I come right now, first and foremost, asking for forgiveness, not for myself, but for each and every one as well, for all of us, because we've all fallen short. Father God, but I thank you. I thank you for still loving us in spite of ourselves, in spite of our failures, in spite of our faults. I thank you for loving us. Father God, I ask you to continue to watch over each and every one of us. Lead us, guide us, and protect us. I ask these prayers in your son, Jesus' name. Amen, amen, amen.
Amen. That was a prayer. That was a prayer.
Here we go.
You heard me?
Huh?
That was a prayer.
That
was a prayer. Somebody used to say, I don't know if it was my dad who would say, because it's a man, those one of those preachers are not preachers, those people that get up and pray and they be praying for 3 days. He said, I don't care how long you pray, the same prayer gonna get up to him. Don't be trying to impress him. It can be short and sweet.
Yeah.
But what we talking about today? Do I
need to we're gonna hit the topic. We're gonna throw a ball at it. I don't know. Listen, who you want to be, the pitcher or the catcher first?
We're gonna be saying the same things. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what you mean. I don't know why I said anything. I have no idea what you're talking
about. Who gonna throw out the first pitch? Well,
I'm gonna start today, so I can give why we came up with the topic.
Okay.
It's a topic. We actually a while back we were supposed to have a topic called "Is Lonely at the Top" or whatever.
Yeah.
We never did. Something happened to where I wasn't able to be there, something like that, and I don't know Country Boy finished it, but we were thinking about this yesterday. I was gonna still do that one because we haven't done it, but then I thought about what my last week has been like. So those of you who are listening or who listens in later, you know that I had to cancel the So You Want to Dance Live music extravaganza. And I don't like using the word cancel, so it's been rescheduled. The reason why I had to kind of start saying cancel is because when I told people it was rescheduled, for whatever reason, they thought that meant tomorrow or the next day. I just said it's been rescheduled. And actually it says rescheduled to 2027.
Right.
It said it's been rescheduled to 6/26/27. Somebody sent me back, responded on Facebook when I posted that and said, well, the 26th is a Friday. I said, not in 2027. Why you trying to tell me something? But anyway, I digress. But anyway, I had canceled, and Country Boy has had lots of ups, downs, sideways, and so have I. This particular thing just made me think about it. And when you go through something or you have a challenge or whatever, if you don't take anything from it, if you don't learn anything from it, the challenge was a waste of your time. It was just a waste, right? It's a lost opportunity, as the flyer said. So for me, and then another thing that I've done better at, I remember one time I came on saying I learned something, and people in Country Boy would say something like, even though he aggravated me, I get what he's saying. He would say, it's not about what you learned about the people, about what you learned about you. I agree to a certain extent, because I do think you do learn about people. These opportunities help you learn about people who are really in your corner, who are not. One of the things I have found with this situation, the people that bought the first table this year, they bought the first table that last year. They told me to keep the money. They were the first ones that keep this money because they have faith that next year it's going to be bigger and better. It's going to happen. It's going to roll. And they told me to keep the money. So I hadn't even thought about the lesson till right now. That come Heaven Express. that's something I just learned now. I like to say, God, there are really, and you hear me say, everybody's against me, nobody wants to help, nobody's young. That showed me that there are really some people that truly believe in what I do, believe in my vision, believe in me. And that's what I mean so much. That means they literally believe in me. I had one of our vendors, $100 vendor. They said keep theirs until next year because they're gonna be there. The vendor that did not keep that wanted their money back, they still were very nice. Hey, just let me know when it is next year. I'll come back. I'm sorry what happened. The performers, same thing. Like they're gonna hold the deposits to next year and move forward. And so that right there means a lot, you know. But the lesson that I learned from it, and this is just one thing I learned for myself, that because at first I thought I should have took that, I shouldn't have let them be my partner. I'm never get an investor again. But that wasn't the way to think about it. The way to think about it, and the lesson is it's okay to accept someone helping with funding, but you got to stick to what your plan is.
Right.
If you have a budget of $500, that's what the budget is. What he giving you extra, the money he get is helping you with this 500. And once that 500 is done, if y'all want to add a little few here extras, but they got to stay within your budget. So if they pull out or do whatever the hell they do, you can still move forward with what you have. That is what I learned. It's okay to do that. It's okay to accept help, but it's got to be within the boundaries of what you want to do, because this is still your event at the end of the day. And I was left hanging to have to call all these people. So at the end of the day, the second thing I did learn was, oh gosh, I had it together. I knew I learned that. I learned something else. You all remember what I said I learned? I learned something else. So let's go ahead and let you start talking for me while I remember what I learned. The second thing I for real.
I will say I'm going to reflect on the message, and I'm gonna try to read it again. A challenge. I can't see it. Tell me what it is, Bill. I gotta put my glasses on and lean up here.
A challenge without a lesson is a missed opportunity.
A challenge without a lesson is a missed opportunity. And I will put it in my countryisms in my way. And I get that. A challenge without a lesson. And it's so funny that I really did not remember what I thought our topic was going to be as lonely at the top. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah, that's what I said. I kind of took it and
I thought that's what I was riding home. I rode home with It's Lonely at the Top. Okay, I'm just telling you, when I read these words, you poof. But still, again, the blessing in it is that what that says is I rode home with that today. Mm-hmm. I rode home with the message or our topic for today, because I rode home having a conversation with God about the very thing. Mm-hmm. And y'all, I can let y'all in on my conversation that I had with God, because I ain't ashamed. Okay, I know some of y'all be like, that's my pride. Y'all can't do nothing about my conversation I had with him. The conversation I had with him today was about those very things. And I said, okay, let me be clear when I say this. Not that he didn't know I wasn't clear, but I said, let me be clear, because it's just how we talk. Mm-hmm. This is not about feelings. I said, this is if I was in my feelings. If I was in my feelings, the people that I poured into and I've ever reached out to, and then I go to them and I ask them or I request something from them, I don't care what it may be, but they can never, ever have time to pull back in the country boy. If I was in my feelings, I would stop fooling with them. If it was about feelings, I'm just telling y'all, this the real conversation, real talk I was having. If I was in my feelings, if I allowed my feelings to control everything, every time somebody looked at me funny, every time somebody said something, every time I knew that I had poured into somebody, but here let me say it correctly, because I don't even want to lie or water it down. Every time that I have poured from my deficit into somebody, What do you mean by that? Every time I had 50 cents, but I gave you 20, I gave you 25 of it, okay? I didn't give you 10 of my 50, and I'm just using a number so y'all will understand. I was giving from my heart. If I was in my feelings, tell y'all something. If I was in my feelings, if I allowed my feelings, that's my lesson. If I would allow my feelings about how some people do some things, how some people will do this over here and will act like this, if I was in my feelings, if I was in my feelings, now, this is my feelings. If I was in my feelings about some folks and some things in my feelings, if you was on fire, I wouldn't even throw a tear on you if I was in my feelings. I'm keeping it real. That's about my feelings. So what I take from it, and I said the words that I'm saying to y'all are the same words that I was saying and talking to God on my way home about this very thing. If I was in my feelings, these challenges, these things, when I have, y'all don't even know. There have been some times I done been, maybe y'all do know because I talk all my business. There have been some times I've been struggling. There have been some times I have been sick. There have been some times I've had nothing, but guess what I was doing? I was sowing the seeds. Not because I was looking for anything in return, but let me tell y'all, if I was in my feelings and I wanted the appreciation and I wanted the things from y'all, if I was in my feelings, what I have poured out, if nobody came back, let me tell you what I've learned is this. Sometimes, what they used to say, you can walk across a creek for people who wouldn't cross a puddle for you. If I was in my feelings, that would be my thought. I ain't finna do nothing.
Right.
But for me, and we had this conversation, for me, it is not about my feelings, it is about my faith. For me, yes, I do the things that I do, and I have to remind myself, constantly. I ain't finna sit up here and say it come easy. Constantly, I remind myself, I'm here to serve man, but I ain't here to please now one of y'all. So when you don't understand, sometimes if you see, and I may be the one that stands off sometimes, or I sit back and I evaluate, it's because what I'm doing is allowing you to be whoever you may be. Those challenges, those are the lessons that I learned. What the lessons that I've taken from it is this. Sometimes on me, ain't on nobody else, on me. You know what my lessons I took from all of this?
What's
from
that?
A lot of things that I've done?
Mm-hmm.
Stay the heck up out of God's way, because some folks he trying to do some stuff too. Some folks he need to be teaching and chastising, and what I be doing is running to the rescue and standing in the way of their lesson. That was what I took from it. Sometimes people have to do
thinking about it on a different level.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not a different level. I hear you saying on that, but let's just say, just like you mentioned to me before, sometimes it's not about what you learn about them or what you did with them. For yourself, is there anything that you took the lesson, learned the lesson, not that God was giving you, but he put you through something for you to walk through the fire, and then at the end, what'd you come out? Just like this was not just a fire. This was an earthquake, a hurricane, tornado, all put in one. And when we talk about it lonely at the top, just blending that in with this topic.
Yes.
Because someone said something I don't know if I was reading something today too or whatever, but it was, but it talked about how you don't really be needing people when all is good, because that's when everybody with you. When all is good, you popular, you popping, everything going on. Me personally used to get into free events all the time because I promoted and even though I be promoting these fools now and they still ain't letting me in free now. It's all good. I pay Mr. Lee told me one time, people offer him to get an events free, and he tell them no. because when he gives something, he don't want them coming back to him talking about, well, I let you free in my bed, and he gonna say, yeah, but I'm not letting you free in mine because I.
Right.
So anyway, so I learned to not be so upset now that I felt that was something, whatever. But let me change that lesson. So let's say that the cruise, not this one, but the one where I took that particular band that charged $5,500. They got all their rooms paid for, and then because they had to pay $700 back, they got mad and said they didn't want to work no more. I think about that. And the lesson I learned from that is it's on me. It was on me. You know, it was on me to love, to put my personal feelings and my personal thoughts into these people. You know what I mean? Like it was personal. I felt like they were like my kids, like my family. That's how I saw them as. And so, you know, I was posting, advertising, marketing, all that. And I had to learn at the end, I couldn't be mad at them that they did not see the benefit in what I did. They didn't see the benefit of me promoting them. They didn't see the benefit of me of wanting them to go on this cruise so bad because I want everybody to see them. And that goes to that group and then that solo artist that. But what I learned was it was all my fault. They never not once asked me to promote them.
Right.
They never not once told me, when you go talk to people, tell them about us so they can, you know, so we can, you know, they didn't ask me that. I did that all on my own. So who can I be mad at?
Yeah.
And I didn't mad at me. I did what was on my heart. Right. I'm not mad at me, but I'm just saying that if there was something for me to be mad at, I couldn't be mad at them for it or hurt by them. It was a decision that I made, and I'm not ashamed. And I still will do it when I want to. Not them, but others that come up. I could say to everybody that comes up new, upcoming, I think they're great. I ain't posting them nowhere because this is what happened the last time. I don't do that with this because I know there are some people out there, even you went on a cruise and you said, you know, I got you on your very first cruise, and you also were very appreciative of that and appreciative that I even thought of you to come on and do your thing, right?
Right.
You don't owe me anything. You don't owe me a thing. You don't owe me anything. But it's just the fact that you were appreciative. Well, that's live, huh? Now, who did that, country boy?
And what happened when you live?
This is live TV. What happened when you live? But anyway, so it's so many little things that I could tell you that I've learned. And then when we talk about being lonely at the top, is because just that when you're popular and everybody loves you and everybody likes you, everybody there, crowd. But as soon as those what do I call them, bandwagon riders?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as people come around, the bandwagon riders have to go with them because if so and so don't like you, or so and so's not gonna come to your event, or so they leave you out dry.
Right.
Because you're not the popular person. You could be doing all kind of great, amazing, fabulous things. On that note, did I tell you what I did to Chelsea, chatting with Chelsea?
Mm-mm.
I didn't. So here's the thing. They posted something the other day about, yes, contact us if you want to come on our show because we are trying to, you know, bring out put you out there. So you know I couldn't take that without saying something. You know your friend. I responded, oh, I guess it's certain people because I've been reaching out to y'all for quite some time. And I'm one of those people that's working in the background and working my butt off. And I reached out to y'all and all I heard was crickets.
Well.
But it was true. And don't nobody say nothing. So anyway, I said it. I wanted to say, are you mad at me because you are chatting with Chelsea and I was chatting with Trina before?
Oh my God.
But that was a twist of humor, y'all. But anyway, it does get lonely. It gets very lonely because one, people don't want to work. So you ask people to be a part of something.
It's not. It is that's part of it too. But here's the other part of where we
They
are.
want the kudos and the
Well, yeah.
spotlight.
I mean, the thing is, people want to know what they're going to benefit from it. I mean, and that's just, I get that aspect of it. I do. What am I going to gain from this? How is this going to help?
That's just
me?
not, and I hear what you're saying, and I understand that to a certain extent. But if you go through life only thinking I'm gonna do for you only if I get something out of it, that's not the way to be. And that's not how you're supposed to be. I put it that way.
I mean, I'm not.
Well, when you do it, let's just say them people that took on a cruise, the benefit for them was they were going to get people would get to know them. They see people from all over the world, blah blah blah. But when I do things for people, and they ask me to come join them with something, Nisha Cortez is having a Wizard of Oz. She's going to be doing the Wiz. I ain't thinking about no recognition, and I know this is just me. I ain't about no recognition or anything. I just said, hey, I would love, because it's the children. The children's production. Hey, let me know. I'll work your door. I will or I'll be a host, whatever you want me to do. Let me know the dates. I can be there and I'm gonna serve. I ain't thinking about me at all, because everything you don't have to just think about you. And again, that's just me. So if I come to you as a friend, and sometimes not a friend, somebody I know that has a good talent, I'm asking you and your talents to come and join me and help me make this thing happen. And if you are an actual business, if you're actually business minded, yes, you will find the benefit on something what I'm giving, like the festival or whatever. You'll see the benefit if you're business minded. Because if you're a singer, if you are a decorator, if you are any of those things like that, right? Are you just on the one? Does the person that you're working for, do they make a flyer and send it out with all your information about what you do, and they send it out to the whole world to see? Hey, I'm on this committee, but this is what I do. I don't know, I'm a Southern Soul singer. Or hey, I have my own banquet studio, so I want you to come in and to the 31 Days Extravaganza to see the work that's done. That's my work. If you want that done, I got you. Go see. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If you are a caterer and you're gonna donate, in my mind, this is just my mind, business minded, I'm gonna make some little tray. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna donate a little I don't know, a little dessert table. Because when people go there, they're gonna see that dessert table, and guess what they're gonna do? Girl, who did that dessert table? And it's gonna be a little card there with your name and your business on there. That is why I say people have to look at the big picture.
I get that.
And if I tell you ahead of time, this is not a paid gig.
And I get all that. I understand that. And again, here's where I'm at. What I think and how I may think or do something, the majority of people don't think that way. Once more, again, what is it going to benefit me to, what's the word everybody use, collaborate with you? How is that going to benefit me? What am I going to get from it? Because that's almost, that's like me thinking my name is some huge name. There's no difference. I go to these and being a part of yours, and let me tell you, I ain't a committed person. So when folks be trying to invite me on committed, because I don't do
that's why he couldn't be on the committee this year, because he don't want to come to the meeting. Yeah,
I don't come to meetings. I'm just telling you,
and just say why I put my friend off the committee because he can't. I didn't put him back on this one this year because he don't like to come to meetings. You gotta have.
I don't do the meeting thing, but the ones that I have been a part of, and I understand this is like, and hearing this is when you do these things, there are some certain, and maybe that's some things that are expected, and some people come in. Not everybody has that mindset of, okay, I can take this and I can grow myself from it. Yes, a lot of places now, that is what they're pushing, and they push that up front. Hey, use this. We want you to come in, but also use it to catapult yourself. And a lot of people, here's the thing, a lot of people don't know how to. Let me tell y'all something. All you people that may be watching, all you people that may hear this later on, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Mhm.
Facebook, wherever. When y'all hear this later on, it might make sense like 10 years down the road, 10 years from now. Let me tell y'all, you could have 250,000 followers. And you could think that you are the hottest thing going. You can sit there and you can watch them numbers trickle, and you can say, man, I got 250,000 followers. Let me tell you something. Go, whatever it is you may be doing, if your Instagram thing or your TikTok thing is sewing, okay, and you got 250,000 people that watch you sew, go get you a venue and say, I'm finna sew here and see how many people show up. Now remember, you got 250,000 followers, but I bet you ain't got but about 5 supporters.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
Because people get that mixed up. Oh, I had 150,000 likes.
Mm-hmm.
Now go
try to have an event and invite them people.
And see how many show up.
Because half of them on there just to be nosy.
And that's what people miss this thing. They think that this number, this imaginary thing, and it's real. And let me tell y'all, this is something I learned.
Mm-hmm.
All you people that are watching from wherever you may be watching, you may be the biggest star in your little old place. If you go somewhere else, nobody know you. Don't you know there's a whole nother side? Mm-hmm. Don't you know that there's a whole nother side? You know.
Well, when I was So You Want to Dance, everybody knew me at all the cities. So just FYI. They could win all the cities, but just throwing that out there.
But that's the real reality. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality that people miss, is get outside of that little thing that you think. You think that you go to the grocery store and somebody gonna stop you. You might have one person to stop you in the 100 times you go. Nobody else
sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes that's all you need. But
well, I'm just saying,
why we on this topic of this, because I hear what you're saying. Because I know that at one time you were saying that when you do stuff now, you gotta you want to get paid. So let me not say that. Let me not say I get it. I get it sometimes. I get if somebody says, hey, at the very beginning, if the person comes to you, there's two things. If they come to you and say, hey, I'm having an event. I really want you to be a part of it. And I'm looking for some volunteers to go on my committee. I'm not asking you for none of your stuff. If you decide, you know what, I want to help you decorate, or I want to help you with some catering, and then think about how it does. When I used to have, I think I told you about the galas I used to have. It used to be amazing. I mean, 300 people. And but the committee I had, we had a committee of like 10 each year. And different people switched out, some didn't stay on. It happens. Right. But my consistent people, when we get on that committee, it wasn't even me, but that would make a suggestion. Someone else on the committee say, hey, well, this is a way for us to save money. Let's all donate, I don't know, 2 12 packs of sodas. Let's all donate the orange juice. So for our bar, we don't have to use none of the committee money. We can just put that in ourselves. That's the kind of committee I had. Then nobody was saying, oh, well, I ain't giving you this because that's my work. And again, it's okay because I get it. That's your work or your heart, whatever. So if you don't want to do it, fine. But I'm just making the point that what I had, and I think I keep forgetting that I just don't have that anymore. I've been trying to recapture it, but time, what is it? These days and times are different. But they came on, and certain people that I didn't even ask. Right. Hey, well, let me give you 25. I'm gonna buy a ticket, even though I'm on the committee. I'm gonna buy a ticket and you donate it to somebody. Like, it was like that kind of person. Hey, well, Trina, I don't want you to answer no calls on the day up because your nerves get bad. You be stressed. You be saying the wrong thing. Let me take the phone call that day. It was like that. I didn't have to assign anybody anything. Everybody just said, hey, we want this to happen. You my girl. Let's work. So but someone who really did this, if you really think about it, Cardi B. You talk about somebody took something and made something. All these people that's on these, what is it, reality TV shows. They all act like they're coming over there to be superstars and they're gonna be a singer. They begged that woman for several years to come on that show, Love and Hip Hop. She said no. Finally, she said, wait, let me use this to get what I need out of it. Yes. And she is the only one from my understanding right now, that now K Michelle on the K Michelle was already a singer and was already famous. Cardi B came on and she was a personality on YouTube. She had YouTube, Instagram. She had a lot of videos because my daughter knew who she was when they first announced her. But that woman went on that show for the 2 seasons she said she was going to give them, and took that to catapult her into what she is today.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you don't have to do nothing. Obviously, you don't have to do shit, but you don't have to do jack. But what you do need to think, if if you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, that everything doesn't come fast all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a I ain't gonna say what. There is an entrepreneur I know that has a business, and let's just say they want live music. Well, you got to pay to get good live music. Now you can have live music every week if you want to, with a band that is not pulling in people because you only want to pay a certain amount of money.
Right.
You got to pay. My mama always told us you get what you pay for, and that is the truth. And let me put this in the premise, put this in there too. Now sometimes you can get a band that's really, really popular, but that particular night just didn't hit. So let me put that disclaimer in there. But 9 times out of 10, let's just say Zydeco. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are certain names that they may get, and you're gonna have to pay for them. And the reason why they can charge the amount that they pay is because they know what they're bringing.
Right.
They know they're not only just bringing their talent, but they bringing their people, they bringing their followers. So you need to pay that. And if you pay that once or twice, you're gonna see what you get. But you're looking at it from way over here with no glasses on, saying, "Oh, that's gonna cost me that," instead of thinking, "Let me try this twice."
Right.
So let's see what this really happened. Tito was a good businessman. I'm sorry, Tito was a good businessman. He took the risk. And you know, when he took the risk on one particular Zydeco band, that particular person, he started working for the door sometimes. He would switch because he said Tito is always taking the risk. He's always taking the risk. So I'll be willing to take the risk. So they would flip. 1 month he would do it. Tito would do that. The next month, this particular person would take the door. But you have to, business is about taking the risk.
Well, I agree.
You know?
I agree. That's why I charge, because I know what I'm gonna bring. You're gonna get when you hire me, you get all your money worth, baby. I'm telling you.
And yet I've never, even when I used to have a big following with So You Want to Dance, I still tell club owners to this day, because I'm gonna just be honest with you, country, but I'm just tell you, and they'll tell, especially the guy, the town. I told him, if any promoter comes in here and tells you that they can fill up your building, tell them to go the opposite direction. Tell them to walk out your room because they're lying.
Right.
Because you cannot promise. And I told him that I can't promise you how many people I'm gonna bring in here, and I'm not gonna tell you that. But what I am gonna tell you is I'm gonna promote it like crazy. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna make these flyers. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get out and make sure people know that this is happening. That is what I can promise you. And then I'm gonna work my butt off. My personality ain't getting nobody in here. My tone, that ain't me getting out there telling people, putting stuff out there. But I always make sure that I prep, and I started doing this a couple of years ago because that's what they're afraid of. Promoters and all these people have come in and told them, "Oh, I'm gonna fill your house up. Yeah, I got this, I got that. I know this person, I know that person. They're gonna all be here." And then it happened, and ain't nobody there because no one can promise you what they're gonna bring into your building. You just can't. They can say, because what I would want somebody to say to me is just that I can't tell you I'm gonna fill it up, but what I can tell you is I'm gonna work my butt off to make sure every single person knows about this event or this venue. You know what I mean?
Right. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally agree with that. I mean, all you can do is just bring your A game. I mean, you come in, and I've seen it with different places and different, venues. You bring it, because people are finicky. You're right. Some days they may come, some days they may not. You can try your hand at all of this and that, and you go over here and try this over here, and you could bring bunnies in one night, you could have giraffes in the next night, and you can have.
And it definitely happened. And the biggest place I saw that as was at the Red Rooster. Was there one of these particular Zydeco bands, one of the top Zydeco bands, they came in one night, and I mean, people was there, but it was nothing like it had been in the past. And you
Right.
know, it could be a weekend where it could have rained, or people
Yeah.
thought it was gonna rain, anything like that. Say, oh, I'm gonna stay because it looks like it might rain. But I don't think anybody should go out and promise, except for what you said, you're gonna bring your A game. Now,
I'm bringing
my question to you would be, and I guess it depends on what I hired you to do. What is it what are you gonna be doing for me? What I'm paying you for? What, your personality? What am I paying you for?
me. What do I get paid for?
No, me. If I'm hiring you to do my event, what am I hiring you to do? What is it that you're telling me that?
Oh, I
I'm
bring the
bringing-
electricity. I will guarantee you whether if you got 5 people there, they gonna feel like it's 105.
Okay.
If there's 105, them 105 gonna feel like it's 1,000,000 there. They are going to be, when they leave there, for me.
So what is it that you're going to do to make them feel that way?
Every one of them will be a star. Everyone, they will feel like, you know what? When is the next event? Because you know, I don't know why I left here feeling like I was the star of the show, because that's what he did. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. But everybody had, and that does not matter for me. It don't matter if it's one person. It don't matter if it's 100 people. When you have somebody that's what they're there for, or they're there to entertain, or they're there to be a host, or they're, you know, host it. You ain't got to be going around with your head on. There ain't but 2 people up in here. Your job is to host, okay? Then you better host them 2 people. You better,
and just like bands when they go in, and I've seen it. I've seen when no one's there and they still play, because you know what they told me? We use it as a practice.
There you go.
If nobody comes, okay.
Yeah.
And we use it as practice.
That's it. That's it.
You know, now what I don't agree on with some of these bands that be talking about, and it's really more those old school people. They be talking about, I ain't promoting. It's not my job to put butts in seats. What they fail to understand, and I don't care who watching, who listening, whatever, I'm gonna stand on this. And Country Boy knows how I feel about this. It's a team effort. When I was running the club or managed the club, I told everybody's a promoter here, because we all want to get paid.
Yeah.
You as a server should be on the internet saying, hey, meet me at whatever spot it is tonight. Right. The DJ should be saying, hey, I'm DJing here. Every single person, and that was one of the questions on when I would interview. That was one of the questions I asked. Who is the DJ? I mean, not who's the DJ. Who is the promoter for the club?
Right.
And most people would name one person, like the DJ or the hood or the promoter. No, all of us are promoters. I don't need to hire no promoter. We're promoters. When you come up in here, hey, I'm here at the whatever at Club Levon. That's why I was gonna name my thing at one time. Club Levon. We here tonight. Come on out. You know, my girl, Bree. Every time she walked up in the pocket, she was gonna take a picture, do a video or something to say, hey, come meet me at the pocket. Everybody. So band members, bands and stuff like that, kind of the old school people, they always say, we're not there to put butts in it. Why do you think he was hired? Me. I try to choose people. That's why I go around like looking for talent and stuff like that. But I do try to find on the cruise, I try to find people who are gonna bring somebody. What the hell am I gonna do with somebody that can't bring nobody?
Right.
Right.
And that's
He's
what,
selling,
you know,
we're selling cabins. So we're all promoting. Go ahead.
I just had one of my coworkers just went to go see, I hope I can say this name right, Shakira.
Shakira.
Okay. And the first thing I asked was this: is she a singer or a performer?
A performer, an entertainer.
And that's what she said. Like, and I think people get that. You have to be able to, for me, and I don't know about nobody else, if the person is not relatable, if the person is not approachable, man, I don't want to, you know.
And you know I have no tolerance for that one.
I ain't trying to, you all.
I will tell the whole band, don't worry about it. If you got somebody there that I've met, Because you know about the one I told you about, this one particular person. I met her at Chicago Bar and Grill several times. Was very standoffish with me, wasn't friendly. She didn't know who the hell I was. Not friendly. I tried, you know how I am. I talk to a wall, trying to be nice, whatever. And so when it came time for me to this particular band, I had to say, I really want y'all, but I don't want her, because we're going to this cruise thing is about being with each other. I don't need you sitting over in some corner or somewhere with your bodyguard. We're supposed to be having a good time, interactive. And I could not see her doing that. I still, to this day, she can sing her butt off. But like what you say, you're looking for an entertainer. I don't see her walking around nowhere, maybe back and forth on the stage. But that's not even it. The main thing for me is you are not approachable to the fans that come.
Right.
And something I also think that some bands take for granted is, when they go on their break, they go sit off in the little corner. They don't want, very unapproachable. They let you know, I'm on break, don't bother me. And do they deserve that to a certain extent? But your fans are the reason you're there. Your fans are the reason that you're selling any record. The fans are it's the fans, right? It's them. So you owe them. Just say, hey, how you doing? Give a hug. What means the most to someone in the audience is that they feel that they know you. They want to walk up to you and say, hey, Paul, what's up?
Yep.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, Bobby Brown, where are you? They want that feeling like they know you personally.
Exactly.
That is the magic to me of some bands, to where Clockwork Band, everybody knows someone, the Unit Band, amazing group, right? But they know everybody in the building.
Right.
Because they come out off the stage and they're walking around. They ain't walking around going to hide. They walking around speaking to people, talking to people. You know what I mean? And that, for me, that's a live music experience. Because it don't just be on the stage. It's when you get off the stage, when you on the stage, when you getting ready to leave. All of it is a freaking experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we way off topic, but that's just people just don't understand. And these people that come to see you, think about if they're new and they've never come to see you before. When somebody say, hey, this is such and such band, the Country Cowboy Band, the Louisiana Country Boy Band is here in the building. And you come in there and you perform, you do all your things you got to do on stage, but then when you finish, you walk off, you don't look at nobody, and you just walk out the door and go sit up under the tent.
Right.
What do you think that person is going to think of you?
Unapproachable.
And the thing about it is, you really could end up getting a break, but go around and speak to people first.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can slide on down the street and go sit somewhere, because they would have seen you hugging and shaking hands as you headed toward that door, because nobody's gonna pay attention to it. And next thing they know, you just gone. They don't know where you at.
Exactly. Yep.
But for you to get off the stage, exit left. Don't say hi to nobody. It's like, don't bother me. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Oh, I totally agree. I'm all about that part. I'm all about making sure you make the people that are there, because the only reason you are there, the only reason you are there is because they want you there. That's the only reason you're there.
Only reason you're there. And if you're selling any damn records and what to call the stuff, the streaming, whatever, it's because of the fan.
Yep.
This is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. On that note, I have put out a flyer saying I'm looking for some guests. And I put a whole list together what I'm looking for. And one of the people on those lists is a manager. I want to have a manager on the show. I want a club owner on the show. I want to promote. I'm trying to get y'all to come on, because I got questions. I got things to ask. But and I just want you to come on and represent. I'm not going to grill nobody. I just want to hear your thoughts. Why are you doing this? What made you start doing this? Why are you successful? What can you tell other people who may want to do this? But back to the topic at hand about lessons learned. It is really true. And this on me, it's spiritual for me, because I do think, there's a reason why it's happening. It's so funny. My coworker, I finally told my coworker and my boss today what happened. I didn't tell him last week. I told him today, and he said, and he's a young person, he said, don't worry about it, because they say that if you move forward if you would have moved forward, something else could have happened that would have ruined it.
Right.
There's a reason that it got stalled. There's a reason it stopped. There's a reason that it didn't get to happen. And that is the God's honest truth. And that's how I took it. There's something that, as successful as it was last year, something God may have said, this is not the right time. This is really not your place. Because if you think about it, 2 weeks before this happened, the venue was charging me extra money for stuff. They were saying what I couldn't have, what I could have, just it was crazy. Nickel and diamond was the word I was looking for. All of those things. I love the young ladies that own it. And that's what the venue business about, those banquet hall, that is what they do, to be honest with you. They go get their license, they have to tell you that, you can only use my people, or they go get their own vendors that you have to use my people because they're getting a cut. I worked at a banquet hall with the person that was supposed to be my partner. I worked with him for years. I learned that game. But it's just the fact we told people up front.
Right.
It wasn't at the end where you start finding out, you can't use this, you can't use it. So and then we went through the contract step by step with people. You came in, we went through the contract step by step, so you get a halt before you pay your money. But anyway, point being, we were going through that. We were just going through different things was happening. And so it may have been a reason that it wasn't supposed to happen this year.
Right.
And so that's another, maybe it wasn't supposed to be. And the signs were there. Several signs that said go back.
Wow.
Do not collect $200 because when pass and go. But the biggest lesson, I can't remember what to say. I had two. I told my friend Danielle yesterday my 2 lessons, but one of the lessons is just that it's okay to accept help. It's okay to accept a financier or something like that, but you have to stand your ground and keep your boundaries on the money that is spent. If the building that you wanted was $3,000, don't let this person say, we're going to do $6,000. We're not doing that. You can do that on your own, but this is my show still. And we're going to get this $3,000 building. And he said, well, we need to grow it so you can get your act. We need to go get a big act. What I should say is I am going to have a big act. And my plan for me to get that is in the next 5 years, not this year. Right. That's where I should have stood my ground. And that's where I say, this is on me. And I'm okay. I'm okay with accepting that. Yeah. On to the part about, and then I'm going to give it to you, to the part about being lonely at the top. And I read on ChatGPT, you say, don't call it that because it looks like that you already claiming fame or something like that. But what I mean when I say that, when you're growing and doing things, sometimes people do back away.
Yes.
When you're elevating, people back off sometimes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I would have thought there's some people that I hang with I was hanging out with on a regular. I didn't have such high expectations of people. And I would have expected for this particular person to want to be a part of it. They never did. Matter of fact, they would always stop talking to me right when it's time for an event.
Lord.
They didn't want to work. But anyway, people, and sometimes it's innocent. Sometimes people think that because you are quote unquote popular, you know a lot of people, they don't ask you to go certain places because they think you're already going with somebody. You know what I mean? So it could be innocent like that. But sometimes when you get there, just like me, I'm thinking about 4th of July. I have no plan. I've never had plan. No one ever invites me to nothing on 4th of July. So it's just it's a bad lonely place. And if you're not in the spotlight every day and everything ain't all positive and you ain't making a whole bunch of money, people are not there. They want to be there for the end goal to be met. They want to wait and see how is it going to be.
Right.
How many people going to, I'm not going to buy my ticket because I'm going to wait till the last week so I can see how many people going. Which doesn't work, y'all, because people look at the amount of money and they think they can't move forward because the tickets ain't being sold. So you waiting till the day of could make someone cancel out on an event. So, oh, well, tickets ain't selling. I need to not do this. Then you hear y'all come on Thursday buying tickets. So, but and this is not to anyone to be offensive to anyone. I hope no one's taking like that. I'm just saying that when you are in a business, even if you're a student going to school, making good grades, people start backing off because your goals may change, your life may change. You may just start doing things or trying to level up. That's the word I'm looking for, leveling up. Sometimes when you level up, you lose people.
Yes.
Just like they say, when you get closer to God, sometimes you lose people. Now my thought is maybe you should be losing them people. So I mean, if we really want to go there, that could be a way. But anyway, before I get off, before I pass over the country, I just want to thank everybody. Everybody. Hey Valerie, long time no see. We were talking about today. Our topic was when there what is the topic? A challenge?
Yeah.
Can't even see. I can't remember a challenge. Whatever. I'm gonna tell y'all what the topic was again because I forgot. I'm halfway sleepy, child. I'm tired.
A challenge without a lesson is a lost opportunity.
Yes. A challenge without a lesson is a lost opportunity, meaning that when you go through things in a bad situation or something that doesn't go the way you're meaning it, find the lesson in it. And that's what makes it the challenge worth going through the challenge.
Amen.
That makes sense. What is the biggest challenge that you've had that you came through and you learned a lesson?
Biggest challenge I had?
Mm-hmm.
Is that I ain't here to save everybody.
That you're not here to save everybody?
Yep.
I like that. So when was that lesson?
Still learning it.
No, right? Because you do. Like, you really want to help people. But then you have, what's that old saying about you can take somebody to water, but you can't make it drink.
Take a horse water, but you can't make them drink. Yeah, it's learning how to allow people to stomp their feet, and just learning that. Sometimes you just have to.
I posted that the other day that you can't take everybody with you.
I mean, and some people have to go through some things. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, really, it is. We sometimes find ourselves stepping in the way of the lesson that God is trying to teach somebody else, because we have this God complex of, oh, I'm gonna save them, oh, I'm gonna help them. Sometimes people really do need
or
to
if
know.
you're just a nurturer.
Yeah, I mean, but then go nurture yourself. Go nurture yourself on how to allow people to live the life that they need to go through the things they need to. Because sometimes you're doing more harm than hurt by interfering with people who have to go through some things. Because at the point when you're not there and they have to go through with it.
I get it. Yeah.
Now
you think about that with kids, with people and their kids. Sometimes they don't want them to run into the wall. They don't want them to make the mistakes, but they need to make those mistakes. They need to bump their head into the wall because that's what helps them learn the lesson to know. Just like that old saying they use about the baby touching the stove to see if it's hot. Once he touch that stove, he gonna realize that ain't the thing to do. Now I gotta take that back from my little great nephew. Because I done told him that stove hot. And he'd have been very close to that stove. And he ain't thinking about it being hot. So I don't know about all children. Because I got my little nephews, they something. But anyway. So yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, that is.
Just like we have to step out of the way for God to work.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is sometimes that's really it. We have to. I've been there. Leandria said it. Deliver me. Sometimes we have to be delivered from our own self. Because she said the words. What was the words? All I seem to do is hurt me.
Mm.
Lord, deliver me, because all I seem to do is hurt me.
Mm.
Just those words. Sometimes we miss
I
it.
love that.
We are stepping in our way. We keep stepping in our way because we think that same thing I said on the way driving. We put our feelings before our thoughts. I'm not saying that you should not have feelings, but let me tell you something. Do not allow your feelings to outweigh your common sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's wisdom.
That is
Yes. Feelings are natural. We all have them. I know I be up here hard sometimes. I have feelings too. But what I do is when I be saying that, when I say, I mean that when I say I don't care, it's because my feelings, my caring, when you put them feelings over here and ever you put feelings all in this, but you ain't putting no common sense into it.
Mm.
You keep on doing this and you keep on going back to the same thing. Lord, I keep on going back. Why they keep hurting me? Why you ain't using no common sense? What'd you just say? A challenge. A challenge without a lesson is a missed opportunity. You keep getting these challenges, but you ain't getting the message. You keep getting these challenges, but you ain't getting it. Because you say, oh, my feelings. Oh, they keep hurting my feelings. Let me tell you something. If you keep on talking about they keep hurting your feelings, then you have allowed your feelings to overrule your common sense. Because if they keep on doing it, the only way they can keep doing anything to you is, let me tell you, you have allowed it.
Absolutely.
We often, well, I'm gonna try to remember this. I'm gonna try to remember this countryism. Let me see if I can get it correctly. A smart person will go to the door, but a wise person will look through the window before they open it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And maybe that went over somebody's head.
I don't think so. Unless they weren't trying to catch it.
Because even this day, how many, I do because I don't really care, but how many people run to their door and just open their door? Don't you know they invented this thing called a peephole? Why? It wasn't so the people on the outside could see in, it's so you can see out.
Well, here's a twist of humor. They made them damn peepholes too doggone high.
Yeah.
So half of us can't see out the peephole. Let's just start right there. I can't see out the peephole. But no, I don't run to the door. But I'm just saying, don't talk about that peephole, because they made the peephole way too high in the air for people like my height. But hey, can't have an express. I remember that second lesson. The first lesson was it's okay to accept help, financial help with an event, but keep it within your budget and your boundaries. The second thing is knowing where your help comes from. I worried and stressed and all that so much from this person who was saying they were going to help me. They wanted to partner on this. I stressed the whole entire time. But think about last year when I did it by myself and I kept saying, this ain't nobody, me and God. This is me and God. We're going to make it through. Remember I said that?
Yes.
How much stress did I have last year? It was very minimal. When you're doing an event, you're going to be stressed anyway. But it was very minimal. Do you see what I'm saying? Where I felt that, I said, wow. I thought this was going to be so much easier because someone offered me the opportunity to have to grow bigger really, really fast. Just like I said, that fast money ain't no good money.
Exactly.
That is the lesson that I learned, that I allowed someone to come in and take over the relationship and the business dealings that we already had, because we made it happen last year with this $300. And here's somebody come with all the money in the world, and look what happens. I have to cancel. Right. You know what I mean? So we got a couple of comments. Miss Julie said, oh, hey, Miss Julie, welcome back.
Hey, Miss Julie.
Good to see you, Val. I didn't even know Seal had moved out of town. And I was in North Carolina just for Mother's Day. I didn't know she was there. Miss Julie said that's a lesson you'll be learning for the rest of your life. Valerie said some lessons we all had to learn for ourselves, which is true.
Yes.
Feelings are just something that people just refuse to learn. I agree with that too. I agree with that. Well, we need to wind down.
I'm
just happy, and I'm happy, and I accept the responsibility, and I take accountability for what the things that I may not have done.
And that's the first
or correctly in this event that I give. What I do know is that it was successful when I rolled by myself, and I remember I would always say, just child, me and God gonna do this by ourselves.
Yes.
And I brought in a third party, and there's nothing wrong with bringing that third party, but that third party got to stay within the boundaries. Because if that person decides to dip out, what I'm supposed to do? Because my other partner that counts, he's like, because you went over there worried about all that. That person had a pot of gold for you. You didn't stay humble and deal with what we was already dealing with and how we was doing things. So that's what it may not be the lesson. That's what I feel the lesson is that I learned. And I learned that the third thing I did learn about having a committee, that the world is just not like it used to be. Right. Things have changed, people have changed, and just like what you said, which is just hard for me to accept, but that is how the world rolls, that everybody wants to know what they're going to get out of it, and everybody's not like me. My mama used to say, you can't expect everybody to do what you would do.
Right.
I offered. I know Nisha is trying to do this great, wonderful event with the Wiz. First thing I thought was, what can I do? What can I do to help them babies? What can I do for Nisha to help her make this this is her passion. What can I do to help her with her passion? Was never about me. So I ain't gonna even wear no So You One Day shirt. And I'm gonna be there serving. When I go over here, it's a young man named Isaiah, not Martin, Isaiah, Thompson. He's gonna come on my show soon, but he used to be a basketball player. Now he's in a wheelchair, but he loves the kids. He's doing all this stuff in Acres Homes and the surrounding community for these kids. He's hosting it's not a daycare, it's a day camp, summer day camp. I was going to do it, but I'm working. So what I do when he has something down the street, when he's just giving out clothes or giving out food or whatever, guess where I'm at? I may not stay 3-4 hours, but I'm gonna give my hour or two of my time, and I ain't looking for nobody. I'm looking to help him bring this to life, to help him and help those kids. And what I have to realize is everybody is not there, and everybody's not gonna get there because they don't want to be there. And for me, what I get out of it is having a loving heart and having a heart of caring. People don't value that like they used to. And for me, I don't care. I don't care that they don't value, because I'm going to value that. I'm going to value what I give. Do I want money back sometimes? Yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to go out and serve, I'm going to go out and serve, and I'm not asking for anything in return. At the end of the day, I will get a reward, one that actually counts, and it'll be worth more than money. You know what I mean? So I'm going to close with this. Starting next week. This week, I'm not going to have a chat with Trina, but next week, I'm going to start back with my chat with Trina. I have some great, amazing guests. But I want to mention, I did put out a call. The call to action? I don't know. I put out a call to say to everybody, if you're someone that works with students with special needs, autism, if you know anyone that does ABA, occupational therapy, all of the things like that, a musician, anything, authors, anything. I'm looking for some people to come on the show. I am really, really curious about autism. Like, if I was telling my daughter, I tell people all the time, if I was to go back and get my doctorate, that is what my study would be. Something with this autism. I want to figure it out. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, that's why I want more people to come in and come in and talk. Still don't know some don't know what to do. Some don't understand what ABA is and occupational therapy is, right? Some people, even daycares. There's a particular daycare that someone I know went to. the baby who's on the spectrum had a like a little meltdown. They called the parent to pick them up. They didn't know what to do with the kid. So that's something else why if I could get someone to come on the show to have that comment, even a panel of experts or specialists or people that have studied this, to have that, and so I can invite some of the daycares and have their parents to watch. I want that kind of thing to happen with topics such as that, to where I can help with that. Oh wow, yeah, that has two. Yeah, well, I would love to get her information, Val, see if she'd be interested, because I'm sure she's done some studies and she has two children, just to come on and talk. And yeah, I would love that. So I'm gonna get off now. But thank y'all to everybody who purchased the ticket, to everybody who purchased the vendor space, and anyone that donated their time to help me to get the So You Want to Dance Live Music Extravaganza off the ground this year. It was totally beyond my control, so I did have to cancel. Mr. Robert Holt, I send all of my apologies to you, because I know you were planning to have your big birthday party there, and I do apologize. If there was anything else that I could have done, I would have. But next year, I got you. And those of you who told me to keep the money next year because you believe in me and you believe it's going to happen again and it's going to be super successful, I thank you. I thank the performers for all of their understanding and what happened. I'm truly grateful I was truly grateful to see people really say, hey, things happen, we got you. So that's my worthless 2 cents for today. We gonna pass it on to Country Boy.
Hey, there it is. She passed it, I catch it. Look, thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Thank y'all for stopping by. We greatly appreciate it. It's celebration week. I'm gonna just tell y'all like this. Country Boy ain't got but 2. I got 2. I don't care about nothing else. I got 2 announcements, 3 announcements. I might have 4 announcements. I don't really care. I got as many as I got. No, I really don't. First, I got to do this in my real radio voice. Y'all ready? Oh, Houston, get ready. Here we go. Coming to you live July 18th. It is the Rap Music Hall of Fame and Cultural Excellence Awards coming right here to Houston, Texas. So Houston, get your tickets. You can go online at rapmusichall.com. Go on now, get your tickets, cast your votes. Man, it's going to be some amazing artists be performing. There's going to be some amazing people in the building. And your boy, yours truly, the one, the only, the amazing, the Louisiana Country Boy, all the way from Exit 81, will be presenting that night. That's right. They're going to let me up on stage with the one, the only Geechee Dan, all the way from New York City. Man, this guy right here, if y'all don't know about Geechee Dan, y'all check him out. Man, he came up with LL Cool J. He was back in the day. Fantastic guy. His reputation, who he is and what he's doing. This is the first time this ceremony will be brought to Texas, and they're bringing it to Houston. So it's going to be hot. It's going to be honoring some of the legends right here in the city, some of Houston's legends. So, man, July 18th. Go online, check it out. It's rapmusichall.com. Go on, check it out. You can even cast a vote. Cast a vote. Then come see your Country Boy up on stage. I ain't got but 2 seconds on stage, but I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be the best dadgum 2 seconds. Geechee going to take out, hey, Geechee from New York City, he might go back with a cowboy hat. I'm telling y'all right now. Anyway, but yes, that is going to be July 18th. Last thing, man, this Thursday, if the good Lord says the same, this Thursday, if the good Lord says the same, this old boy will be celebrating 61 years. Man, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to to do some wonderful things. I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity for the last 5 years to sit here with my co-host and do this. I'm grateful for the people that I've met. I'm grateful for the paths that I've crossed on this journey of this thing called life. Y'all just keep living, man. You keep living, keep being the best possible you that you can be. Don't worry about what people may say about you. Don't worry about what people may think about you. You just keep doing you. You keep being you, being the best version of yourself each and every day. Just wake up to be better than you were the day before. That's what I have to say. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for everything. I'm not saying that everything in my life in 61 years has been just top tier. Baby, I done lost my mama, my daddy, my uncles, my aunts, nephews, cousins, and best friends. Went to a service this weekend. So what I know is this: if I don't know nothing else, none of us came here to stay.
Absolutely.
None of us. We have no say so on when we are born, and we have no call on when we will leave. But what you do have, and we've said it so many times, you got control over that dash in the middle. What you gonna do with that dash? What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? You know, all of us have been given a gift. Each and every one of us have been given a gift. Don't waste whatever it is that you have been given. Don't waste it because I don't like them folks no more, so I ain't gonna be nice to them. Don't waste your gift. Don't waste your gift, and do not allow your feelings to outweigh your common sense.
Amen. And make sure you don't waste the challenge and not learn the lesson from the challenge. That is that is what it's meant for.
And I will say this: the thing about the lesson, life teaches us lessons. Life teaches us lesson. Let me tell y'all something. The real waste of that lesson is not knowing how to apply it. If you learn that lesson, then you need to apply it. Apply it.
I think that's just my opinion. I think that comes second. I mean, I actually think it's together, but just like me, when I learned this lesson, because if you go through it and you got to get a lesson out of it, because you could go through it and just say, oh, that happened and keep on going. So I think the first thing people need to do is know that there was what lesson they learned into it, and to be able to say, okay, I can keep moving. Let me figure out how for me to maneuver, which I personally already knew my next step. Some people would tell me that, oh my God, you already got it planned out. I said, no. When I went through that week of hell and I was relearning what my lesson was, I also was planning what's next, which is rest. Rest.
Amen.
I've been moving since my daddy died a year and a half ago. I have not stopped. So the first lesson, I should have said that I got to stop and slow down. So I'm going to spend the next couple of months. I'm going to do stuff, go places, and I'm going to help other people with their events or attend other people's events. I already got my ticket for Confunction, so I'm ready. But so I agree with you to be able to apply it. But before they can apply it, they got to know what it is and take some time to think, reflect, and then apply it. But yeah. Well, that is it for me. Country Boy, happy early birthday. I guess eventually you'll tell me what your birthday plans are gonna be. Am I involved? I got to know what the things are. Just not July 3rd, because I just realized that my cousin, he is going to be in a play at the Hobby Center on July 3rd. And the play is called, oh God, Interstate Movie Parade, ain't it? It is called, it's called Interstate, Queen of the Highway. And it's a Brothers Forever Productions film. But my little cousin is going to be playing in it. And yeah, and he has I'm going to post this. I'm going to share this. But they are doing a raffle, and he has a promo code to buy a ticket. Oh, they're raffling off a car. But the people who are in the cast are Lil Scrappy. Y'all know Lil Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop. and he's a rapper too. Hassan Johnson. Oh, Billy Sorrell. He's a comedian. April Dillard, Jelene Mack, and Ashley Owen. And my cousin is in the movie. He's just not one of the big names. He will be as long as he keeps going. His mom died. You know, I have like the funeral comes here. You like, oh, so she passed away, and then the next person to pass was my dad. So we have the same, that kind of same thing going on. But I try to support him in his acting career. She definitely did support him. But anyway, I'm sorry that just popped up on my timeline. I thought I'd go ahead and mention it. So y'all, good night.
Amen.
Good night.
Amen.
And good
night. That's it. That's all. Look here. Old Country Boy's gonna end it on a Monday night because I may be back Wednesday. I may not because I don't have a guest this week, but I will have one next week. Live.
And we're only here bi-weekly now. I just want to make sure I remind everybody that we're only here bi-weekly every other Monday. So next Monday we won't be here.
Yep, we ain't selling nothing. We just here bi-weekly. If y'all want to donate to the Country Boy Birthday Club, go ahead. Donate to Country Boy. Country Boy will accept it wholeheartedly. I'm learning how to accept. There it is. So if you want to get a Country Boy for his 61st birthday, if you want to give him 61 pennies, he'll take them all. Take them all, because you know what? Them pennies could be worth something because they don't make pennies no more. So that's what you want to do. Give him 61 pennies, $61. You can give him 61 hugs. You can give him 61 hearts. Whatever you want to do. All Country Boys accepted it all from you. Listen, let me end it on a Monday because y'all ain't gonna, you know what? I ain't even coming back Wednesday. So I'm gonna do this. That's my pre-birthday. Listen here. Country Boy's gonna tell you this right before his 61st birthday is this. I truly believe all my heart that God gave us three things. He gave us vision, he gave us purpose. Vision, purpose, and instructions. Vision, purpose, and instructions. Everybody's not going to read the instructions. Everybody's not going to walk in their purpose, and everybody's not going to see their vision. But those that do, let me tell you something. The greatest part about walking in your purpose is when you walk in your purpose, you unlock the door for somebody else to walk in theirs. Everybody's not going to see your vision. That's okay. But there are those that will. And when they see your vision, they will take it and they will run with it. So don't be ashamed to share your vision. Don't be ashamed to walk in your purpose. And Lord, do not be ashamed to read the instructions. And lastly, but not leastly, I'm grateful to be able to say this, part of my pre-birthday celebration. Y'all know I love y'all and I appreciate you so very much over these last years for being here and celebrating with me. I thank you. Come Thursday, it's a party, y'all. But look here, before Thursday, I will tell you this. Oh, when you woke up this morning and you opened your eyes, you cleaned out your ears and you tried to hear. But the words of the Country Boy were just not clear. And if you were out there today, looking up, looking down, listening over here and listening all around, well, here it is, right here, right now, 9:59 Houston time. On behalf of myself, your favorite country boy, all the way from exit 81, the Louisiana Country Boy, and my co-host all the way from over there, across the street from them people who are laying it down, the Little Diva. When we say this, know this. Know this, it's not a cute cliche. It's just not something we picked up to say. It's something we mean from the bottom of our heart. Look here, to each and every one of you, we love you. We love you, we love you, we love you. We love you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing, absolutely, positively nothing that you can do about it. And before I say good night, I'm going to clarify what that means, just so all of y'all know. I'm going to tell you when I'm 60, and then I'll tell you again when I turn 61. This 60-year-old says he loves you unconditionally, and there's nothing you can do about it. Why? Because loving you, whether you don't like me, I still love you. Whether you talk about me, I love you. Whether you support me, I love you. Whether you stab me in the back, I love you. Whether you pull the knife out my back, I love you. Whether you send us likes, whether you send us shares, whether you send us nothing. You can send us a thumbs up or you can send us a finger in the middle. It ain't going to stop the love that we have. Why? See, because some people have it twisted. Our love is not tied to what you do or don't do for us. No. See, our love is tied to him. So that's why we can love you unconditionally. So look here, from this 61-year-old to you, I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you on my birthday. We go. I'm finna go finish eating my fruit now.
I'll have fun.
Be good.